Hello and welcome to my little escapade. I'm very excited to be here with you today. Today I'm gonna be talking about the Samsung S8, the Samsung Galaxy S8 actually, that's how it says. That is how it is said, Samsung Galaxy S8. I was a little bit reluctant, but I've had Android on my mind for a while. Because I've seen that Apple has fallen a little bit behind in some aspects, such as wireless charging, virtual reality, also memory wise, their basic model is 32 gigs, and also I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, Apple is a great device too, but I felt like I needed something new, and I was kind of bored of my iPhone, and I've seen amazing videos in YouTube that somehow look better, even though the iPhone's specs and the Samsung's are very similar. But I'm gonna be talking about that later on. Here is my Galaxy S8. I already took off I already unboxed it, so I'm not gonna really do an unboxing here. I'm just gonna show you what comes inside the box, and that's it. So here is the phone itself. I'm gonna lock it. My first impression of this phone is that it's very slim and it's very lightweight. Compared to the iPhone 7, it feels really light. Especially, I was coming from the iPhone 7 Plus, which was very heavy, and this has a very futuristic design, and it's very light. It feels like really light, and it fits real comfortably on my pocket. And also what I noticed is the quality of the screen. It feels really feels like real quality, and it's very bright, and the resolution is excellent. Another detail is that the fingerprint scanner is actually on the back. It's actually this little square that you have over here. At first it feels a little bit unnatural, and you'll be like having a little bit trouble grasping it at first, but if you hold the phone just like this, you'll be able to unlock it without any problems. You see, if you hold it a little bit like this, a little bit more relaxed, you'll be able to unlock it, and it feels very natural. Another detail is that the user interface is very similar to the iPhone's to iOS interface, which made it really easy to come from iPhone to Android. I thought that I would encounter some issues, but the user interface, you can see, is very similar. It's got the phone, messages, browser. I changed the stock browser for Firefox because I like it better. So Play Store, camera, it's very similar. And also over here, I don't know, this menu over here, the top menu, this was original from Android, and Apple actually copied it. So now it's like, who made who? Now one does not know if Android copied iPhone or iPhone copied Android, because since Steve Jobs died, I think the company has fallen behind a little bit in technology and also in innovation. So it's very similar. Now what it's different is that this comes as 64 gig standard, and you can add up more memory using an SD card up to 256 gigabytes, which is great for content creators just like myself, which I'm a photographer. I like to take pictures pictures from my DSLR, and not just any type of pictures, 24 megapixel pictures, which accumulate lots of space in my iPhone, and also high resolution 1080p 60 frames per second video also takes a lot of space in my phone. Because what I do is I take the videos and photos with my Canon EOS M6, and then I transfer them to the phone so I can edit or share with my social media. And just 32 gigs, you know, it's just not doing it. It's just too little space, and it's just not doing it, and it fills all the time. It fills up. Just the iOS itself and my basic applications that I use cover up almost 16 gigs, so that just leaves me with less than 10 gigs to play with, and that was just not doing it for me. And you know, buying a more expensive iPhone just for the memory, it was just not worth it. So I took advantage that I was having some issues with Sprint. They dropped a good deal that I had with them. I had at&t 50% off, and they dropped it, and that increased my monthly rate, and it was not worth it. And here in Augusta, Georgia, Sprint has horrible coverage, and the next best thing in price and quality is T-Mobile. So I just went out with them, and I have great reception almost everywhere, even better than Sprint. And you know, comparing now that I have both the iPhone and the Galaxy S8, you can see that T-Mobile has better reception. Plus it's GSM, so it's easier to unlock and even to resell the phone and whatever. So anyways, let me unlock my phone again. Let me read you some specs over here. Alright, so this phone has the MSM 8998 octa-core 2.35 gigahertz quad core plus 1.9 gigahertz quad. That's kind of confusing. It has a 2.35 gigahertz processor. Whoa, that is almost as fast as a computer processor, if I'm not mistaken. So you got some cool PC power on this phone, you know. That's some of the specs over there. Camera, the front-facing 8 megapixel. The rear one is dual pixel 12 megapixel. So it has dual pixel autofocus, which is great, and it has face tracking too, which is very useful for videos. The main camera has flash. The internal memory has 64 gigs of space and 4 gigabytes of RAM. You can put a micro SD up to 256 gigs. So when you add that up, you have over 300 gigs if you put a hefty 256 on it. It has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Android. Obviously it has Android. Battery talk time is up to 30 hours in the SA, 34 hours in the SA Plus, because the SA Plus has a larger battery. The battery is non-removable on both phones, but you can remove and access the SIM card and the SD card from this tray over here. It has like a very small tray over here in which you can go ahead and remove it. I don't know if you can see it because I'm in natural light, so I'm sorry for that. It has a tray on the top that you can just like in the iPhone, you can just put a little pin over here and remove it. And basically it has a 5.8 display. And honestly, when comparing the 5.8 display to the iPhone 7 Plus, it's almost the same. And this is not the Galaxy S8 Plus, this is the Galaxy S8, which has a big screen on it. And honestly, it doesn't feel very much different from a Plus phone from the Apple side. So that leaves something to say. Anyways, I'm gonna show you here what comes in the box. This is the phone itself. Let me just showcase a little bit so you can see it for you which have not seen one yet. This is the menu. You can scroll up for the apps over here, which is really cool. We got a top side menu. This is the apps again, I'm sorry. The menu comes from over here. and you can change the settings from the menu and everything, and it will give you all the specs and all the options you have, which are really great. Battery wise, I'm not feeling that much of a difference with the iPhone yet. Let's see how that plays in the future. Anyways, this is the box over here, and let me just take it off. So yeah, that is the box, and comes with this. That's the SD. Let me take it off. It has like a whole bunch of booklets and warranty information. This is very important. I didn't know it came with this little pin to remove the old to install the SD card. I didn't know it came with it, so I was improvising with a pin I had, and I had a lot of trouble. So to save you some time, remember it comes with this pin, and it's very easy to use with this. It comes with a micro USB to USB-C adapter, and it comes with a USB to USB-C, so you can transfer your files from your iPhone or old Android phone to your new Galaxy S8 seamlessly. And basic standard wall charger. It says adaptive fast charging, so it's supposed to charge your phone faster than with another regular adapter. So here it will just come with the USB cable for charging, which I don't have it right here because it's on my wall. I already unboxed this. So, but this, this headphones over here, they look like very, they look like quality, they look like they're very well made. I haven't tested them yet, but I will be doing so. And it also comes with some free earbuds. So that's pretty cool. You get a high definition headphones and some free earbuds. That's really a good deal. Also very important, very excited about is I have my 3.5mm jack. Woohoo! I lost it when I got the iPhone 7 Plus, and it's very upsetting because I don't like using dongles and adapters. I think I even have a video I'm gonna post about dongles. Are they the future? Honestly, I don't think so. I think that's not the future. I think that's just a step back. And I'm very glad that Android phones and the Samsung S8 has the 3.5mm jack over here, because it was driving me crazy each time I wanted to connect an external mic or a headphone and I forgot my dongle. I was like, what am I gonna do now? And I'm like, alright, then I don't have it. I gotta basically use a speakerphone again when I don't want to. So I'm very glad Androids have the 3.5mm jack. I think that technology is never going to pass 3.5mm. If it's gonna be replaced, it's gotta be replaced with something that uses cables. As I know that wireless and Bluetooth are the future, but when you're a video creator, you're a content creator, sometimes Bluetooth creates interference with your other audio devices or recording devices, and it's really annoying. And Bluetooth technology is not too fast. It's not too great sometimes. Sometimes it slows your operation down. Sometimes it makes it easier. It just depends for what you use it and what you're doing with your phone. So anyways, here's the phone once again. I hope that you've enjoyed this review and that you've liked it. I'm very excited about this phone. I'm gonna do a comparison with my iPhone 7 in nearby future, and also I'm gonna be doing some video reviews, give you some video examples compared to the iPhone 7. Something that I've noticed real quick before I go is that I've noticed I've taken pictures of myself and of my family, and it is under my impression that this gives you a better white balance, so it gives you more natural colors when taking pictures when compared to the iPhone. I'm not too sure about that, but since I'm a photographer, I've noticed it a little bit, that this gives you a layer of more natural or candid colors. The iPhone 7 is like very it tends to be very pale. The colors tend to be very pale, and over here they are a little bit more natural. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna be shooting some video and some pictures with this. I'll be doing another video about that. So thank you for watching again, and please like, share, and subscribe. I suggest that you subscribe. Alright, you have a great day. Goodbye.